let's talk about the Boolean functions, Boolean value returning functions, right? As the name suggests, Boolean functions, okay? As the name suggests, these functions will return either true or false. So what is the main usage of these kind of functions? So for example, here, by the way, we have written the code for finding even or odd tons of time, right? What if we had defined a function to find even or odd? We did not have to write the code for these functions multiple times, right? So let's write it over here. Let's say is even. And again, this is a practice that in Python, if a function is returning a Boolean value, it should start with is, okay? Because it will answer in either true or false. So is even, here we'll receive a number. We'll say if number modulus 2 is equals to 0, then what? Then it is even. So we'll say true. Yeah, the answer of this thing is true. So I should not just say true, I should return true. Okay? Otherwise, what should I do? I should return false, right? So now if the number's modulus with 2 is 0, which means it is even. So we'll say, yeah, it is true. Otherwise, it is false. Let us test it out. So we'll say is even. Now let's check it out for 5. So 5 is false because 5 is not even. 50 is true because 50 is even. Okay. Now, if you remember, in the if expression here, in the condition, we have to write any condition that can be converted into Boolean values. Previously, we were using less than, greater than, equal to, these kind of conditions. Why? Because they can be converted into the Boolean values. You can also, can we do something like is even, and then we'll say, let's say 50. Can we do something like this? Because this function will also be ultimately translated into true or false. Why? Because it is returning true or false. So yes, we can do that. So we'll say if this is the case, then print, let's say 50 is even. Otherwise, else, we can print, well, that is a quite dumb thing that I'm doing, but just for the sake of practice, I'll say 50 is odd. So if I run it, it will say 50 is even. And if I pass, instead of 50, if I pass 51, then it will say 50 is odd. Well, we passed 51. Yeah, because we passed 51, so 51 returned false. So this is ignored, and ultimately this is executed. And here it is written 50, so 50 is executed, right? Now, let's say I have a list of numbers, okay? Yeah, so I have a list of numbers, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, okay? I want to know which of these numbers are even and which of these numbers are odd by using this function, right? So first thing first, I'll write a loop. So I'll say for value, or let's say number, for number in list, okay? And rest of the thing is same. Instead of 51, I'll be passing number, and instead of 50, I'll be writing number over here. And I'll copy this and I'll paste it over here. Yeah, we're good to go. Running it. There we go. So 1 is even, 1 is odd. So when it passed 1 to is even, it becomes false. So this is ignored and this is executed, and so on and so forth, right? So this is how we can use Boolean values in if-else statements as well. So anywhere where we are returning something, this return will replace that whole function expression or the whole function call over there. So I hope now functions are quite clear to you guys. Upcoming, we have a mini project on the functions.